It is. All right, welcome to Soda Popture, the only live stream on Facebook that's giving you soda reviews and movie news. I'm your host, Richard Martin, and I'm joined today by...
Co-host Jess Stevenson.
And we've got a special guest today, Gareth Blackler,
Hi.
local comedian.
Thank you.
So expect lots of funny things from this guy. Laugh a minute.
Yeah.
All right, so I can't really remember how we normally start the show, but I guess we just crack into it with the week's headlines. Now, if one of you wants to just like sort of say a little thing while I get this up.
I don't watch the news, so this is actually going to be like the delivery for me.
Yeah, so
Keep in mind, this isn't very like hard hitting news. This is purely to do with
So not going to be
pop
chatting
culture.
Jacinda Ardern.
She might make an appearance. All right. This week in headlines, 12 years a slave actor Chiwetel Ejiofor has supposedly entered talks to voice Scar in Disney's The Lion King remake.
Okay, so we're like a minute in and someone's already asked where AJ is.
He's just
Hey
to the
Nick,
left.
he's just over there.
He's just over there. Chiwetel Ejiofor has supposedly entered talks to voice Scar in Disney's The Lion King remake. He would potentially join Beyonce in the cast, who have entered final talks to secure the role, of Nala, potentially producing the soundtrack for the film as well.
Cool.
Justin Lin revealed he is going to make an indie film before directing both Hot Wheels and Space Jam 2.
Hot Wheels.
Ant-Man and the Wasp began shooting this week with a teaser of the film posted to social media showing miniature chairs labelled Ant-Man and Wasp. Arrested Development Season 5 is set to start filming on Monday. Cool. That'll be coming to Netflix sometime in the next year. Hans Zimmer was announced to be helping compose the music for Blade Runner 2049. And just a little thing I discovered, go check this out after the live stream, but looking for some music news. Coldplay performed a cover of Linkin Park's Crawling in tribute to the late Chester Bennington, and it totally works.
okay.
It's actually, it's really good.
Is
So
there
they
any rap
performed
in
it
it?
live. No, there's not.
Okay.
Oh, there might be, but he does it like,
Yeah.
he sings it, and it actually really works. Chester Bennington, of course, passed away tragically. Last week we pulled out one for him. And before we get into our first story, Jess, do you want to reveal our first soda for the evening?
Oh, sure. First little sody pop. Okay, so today we have artificial bacon soda.
Do you say baking soda, sorry?
Bacon soda.
What?
Bacon soda. Y'all get your fixins.
All right.
Do you want to do the honours?
All right. So it is artificial baking soda. It does actually say artificial, which is good because Gareth's a vegetarian.
Yeah.
Oh.
I was like, am I going to give up like
It could be
6
slightly
years of this?
Problematic. Does it smell like bacon?
No real smell to report.
Oh, I think it kind of does.
Because bacon's whole thing is its smell. So
Sorry, and as always, pouring one out for June Foray, the First Lady of Animation. She was the voice of Rocky from Rocky and Bullwinkle and Granny from Looney Tunes. She died less than 2 months before turning 100. She's also often credited with establishing the Academy Award for Best Animated Feature in 2001. This one's to you, June. Oh, that colour does not translate well
yeah.
when it's poured. All right. So, Gareth, you haven't been here before, but every episode starts with a Lester's Fixins.
Yep. Oh, God, that's too much.
And they all taste pretty much the same.
okay.
So, they're all very corn syrupy. Pop them on the ground.
Oh,
All right,
dear God, it smells like off vomit.
to June Foray.
To Jane.
May she rest in peace. It's not horrible.
I'm kind of getting nothing from it. Cough syrup in the
It
aftertaste.
Yeah.
starts off tasting like icing, like cake icing. Then ends like cough syrup.
Yeah, there's no savoury flavour to it.
Yeah.
I guess it kind of does taste a bit like candied bacon, if you've ever had that.
Josiah says, Richard, are you single? Is Richard single? But he missed out the A and put your R as a capital. So I think he's talking about you.
No, we'll just assume he's not.
Okay.
Um,
And then Josh said, how do I get a beard like that? How do you?
You.
Your beard's pretty good.
Oh, this whole thing?
Yeah.
Neglect.
Yeah, just sorrow. You might have noticed I actually trimmed my beard from last time you would have seen me, Josh. I think. I don't know.
Nick asks if it's maple bacon.
No, but you know, a little tease for an upcoming week. There is potentially a maple bacon flavored soda, but there might not be. You know, who knows? There also might be a chocolate one. There might not be. Who knows?
Man, I guess
You
all
know?
this stuff could exist.
Yeah, it could be within meters of us, but it's probably not.
Really not feeling great about finishing
All right.
this.
All right, so our top story. Starting off we're starting off tonight with a rather bizarre story.
So Nick just commented going, woo, 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 woo.
That's what I like.
So we're starting off with a rather bizarre story out of Hollywood this week. Henry Cavill, who plays Superman in the DC Cinematic Universe, was contractually tied up with reshoots for Justice League as well as principal photography for Mission Impossible 6. The two shoots weren't supposed to overlap, but they did. And here's where it gets interesting. Cavill's character in Mission Impossible 6 sports a moustache, which he is contractually obligated to keep throughout filming. So as such, during some shooting for Justice League, Henry Cavill had to sport a moustache. And so they're going to have to digitally remove this moustache. And apparently the VFX team, it's going to take, I think, 6 weeks to remove his moustache from 1 minute of footage.
Oh my gosh.
They said it would take up to 25 weeks. And the film comes out in
Surely.
less than 20 weeks. So,
Surely it's easier to put a fake moustache.
Exactly.
okay, so this is the argument, right? So, either because they said, you know, like waiting for him to grow it back would take too long.
Yeah.
If they need to reshoot Mission Impossible 6 or whatever like that. Christopher McQuarrie, who directed, sorry, I get the burpees with
Josh
soda.
wants to hang out with specifically you, Richard, not with us.
Oh.
Rude, Josh.
Okay.
Josh.
That's real rude.
Yeah, Christopher McQuarrie said, when you see Mission Impossible 6, you'll know why he can't wear a fake one. So,
Okay.
Is it because someone rips it out of his face or something?
Yeah.
there's a scene of him
If
shaving.
there's no touching involved.
It's like he shaves it in the first scene. They hadn't shot that scene yet. Yeah, no, well, like presumably there could be because you know Mission Impossible 6 in the series is famous for its stunts, and so you know I presume there's some kind of underwater stunt, something like that. But like technology's so good these days, you could put a fake moustache on a Henry Cavill.
Oh, surely underwater's not gonna
You can just tell.
affect you putting on a
Yeah.
fake moustache.
Like it'll be interesting to see if we do see it, to see the film and be like, oh hell yeah, of course, like no
Yeah.
way.
His mustache stunts.
Yeah.
Who are the two producers? Like the
The studios
Yeah.
and stuff. So DC is Warner Brothers. I believe Mission Impossible is Paramount.
okay.
So they are competing movie studios, and
I was
lot
gonna
of-
say
lot of
like
red tape to get
like
around.
otherwise they'd be in. If it was the same studios, then perhaps they would
They could work
be a
something
bit
out,
more
but yeah.
understanding.
But yeah, I mean, especially the Mission Impossible 6 filmed in New Zealand, so it was like to push, you know, everything was here, and then Henry Cavill goes, oh, I'm actually going to shave my moustache for Justice League. That pushes the whole production, and when it's so expensive already, you can kind of understand it. But at the same time, it is just a funny story and pretty ridiculous.
So so now is Justice League going to have to be pushed back because they don't have enough time to edit his moustache off his face?
Well, that's the thing. Like, it comes out.
Just adjusting your own.
Not fair.
It comes out in November, so if it got pushed like a month, it's going to be in direct competition with Star Wars: The Last Jedi, which it's suicide.
Yeah.
Alex, Josh thinks that you look really different in this episode. He's had a haircut.
Yeah, I've grown about a foot. So yeah, like I don't think they will push it. I think maybe some of these estimates coming out of the VFX team might be a little bit.
You always say it's going to take longer to do anything.
And this is, yeah, like Henry Cavill posted a thing on Instagram in the last week, about, he was like, this isn't a scene from Mission Impossible 6, it was like a set, and he's like, this is the latest technology, like to get rid of the beast known as Henry Cavill's moustache, and I posted this thing about like getting rid of it, and that was quite funny. And so it's become like this joke now. But the thing I was reading is like the VFX team are saying it's this whole thing. So like they have to get like a model of Henry Cavill's face, and because he's moving in every shot, obviously, and like talking and stuff like that. So they have to like keyframe it and digitally shave it, basically.
Yeah.
Spoilers for Justice League as well, because Superman died at the end of Batman v Superman.
Oh, yeah.
And so...
Oh, but we all knew he was coming back.
Well, if you didn't, I'm sorry.
If you didn't, then you're stupid and obviously
spoilers
didn't
for
watch the
Mission
last
Impossible as well. Mustache.
Yeah. Yeah. Any other thoughts, guys?
I just kind of hope they mess up and we see a mustache for like a second.
one frame.
Yeah, I want him to like turn around and there's there. And then,
Like, yeah, imagine like just a back and forth between him and Batman, and then in one shot he has a moustache, and then it goes back to Batman, and then it comes back to him, and he just doesn't.
Yeah.
Have it. That would be amazing.
That'd be pretty good.
I hope they release some of the footage.
Oh yeah.
Like even just like a shot of Henry Cavill full Superman gear
Yeah.
with a moustache. That'd be so funny. If he's in the film.
Yeah.
He's still unconfirmed
Yeah.
for Justice League. I want to make that clear. This could all be... Imagine if this was all just here. Imagine if none of this happened and he's not even in the film.
And it's just to get that mustache crowd.
Yeah.
Like
People are like, oh yeah.
People
Like
that are really
people that are like, I
passionate
want to see
about
if they,
moustache.
if they screw up. And so people come in like, they're looking for this moustache and they end up paying more attention to the film
Yeah.
than they would have. We're on to you, Warner Brothers.
try
I've
anything out.
Oh, Jesus. Nothing happened. There's nothing down there.
Richard's ruined the show.
Oh, well, like, okay, let me be clear. These tables are on top of a pallet, and it's not, it's not the, like, I don't know, not bendiest. It's not the not bendiest thing we've ever put the tables on. And, yeah, there's weight on it, and the sodas fell over. I'm not perfect. So... okay. Level with everyone, you guys at home. Today this week was a really slow news week. Okay, that's why our lead story is that an actor hasn't shaved his moustache, and the thing is, like, completely breaking the illusion. This didn't even happen last week. It just came out last week. So
Oh yeah.
that's my justification. So like principal photography for Mission Impossible 6 finished a few weeks ago, and Tom Cruise left Queenstown via the Auckland Church of Scientology. But yeah, so
I'm just still so angry from like a production point of view. Just freaking do a fake moustache.
yeah, like I mean, because they weren't supposed to overlap. He signed this contract saying you need to keep a moustache.
Contractually, it's
Yeah, like if there was any kind of other thing, it would be like, because that would force Paramount to, you know, like spend all this money on a fake moustache that can withstand whatever it needs to withstand.
Yeah.
And you know they can't do. I mean, maybe if Warner Brothers I mean, the studios don't really have a history of working together well, but like presumably it'd be cheaper for Warner Brothers to pay for Paramount's fake moustache or like whatever they need to give Henry Cavill his moustache than
Yeah.
you know
to remove
pay.
that.
But I think if it was like Mission Impossible principal photography and then he did Justice League reshoots and then did Mission Impossible 6 reshoots, that's how I think I initially interpreted the story, that he was going to be doing both reshoots simultaneously. Sorry, I just hit my microphone. Doing both reshoots simultaneously and needed to keep the moustache just in case because he said he signed that one first or whatever. But it was like Justice League reshoots and the main photography for Mission Impossible 6 were overlapping. So it's like, it is unreasonable for him to shave his moustache for reshoots and then, you know, fuck up a whole, like, film's shoot.
Yeah.
yeah.
So
One that's
I
like
get
hasn't needed reshoots yet. That's like doing its job well.
Yeah. And I mean, there's a reason for his moustache, presumably, and all
It's going to be the entire plot, I hope.
yeah. What one are you guys looking more forward to? Which one are you going to be seeing first? Mission Impossible 6 or Justice? Obviously,
Justice
one comes
League.
out. Yeah?
Yeah.
You say that like you're really excited for like, of course, Justice League.
Oh, I haven't been that on board with the Mission Impossibles.
Yeah, I've actually never seen any of them. But
yeah, never.
I think I saw 4. I don't know. Is it the
feel
one
like
where he climbs up the side of a skyscraper?
Yeah.
Does he do that in every one? I don't know.
Probably.
Well, in the 5th one, it's a plane.
I wanted to see the plane one. I didn't, but I wanted to.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Maybe I'll just go see the 6th one. I don't know. I feel like we do have a film franchise based podcast on this network. Maybe we'll get it for that.
Oh.
Maybe we'll do a tie-in for number 6, and we can discuss the Cavill Mo controversy, as it's shall heretofore be referred to.
Cavill Mo controversy. Got it.
Cavill Mo.
Cavill Mo.
Cavill Mo 17. R.I.P.
Cavill Mo Gate.
Cavill Mo Gate. So, Gareth, if you want to finish your bacon soda,
Okay.
just down that
Instead
last
of
little bit.
sipping on it like a freak.
Jess, do you want to bring out the next one?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you could bring out the one that fell over.
Or do we want the
Or-
little one
no,
right here?
yeah, I'll just put it on the ground.
Oh, it's further away.
I can lift it up when we get to it.
Okay. Now we have this one, which doesn't have a single English word. Oh, it does. It says, oh god, chrysanthemum drink.
Chrysanthemum, I believe.
Chrysanthemum. And that is a flower.
Yeah.
Chrysanthemum. Did I get there?
Yep, so yeah, chrysanthemum drink. So this is chrysanthemum, for those of you who don't know, that's a flower. It's not particularly eaten. If you just want to lift that up when you move it, guys.
He's the guy that like freaking attacked his microphone before.
Oh, I went like that. I bet that doesn't even register. Okay,
Does it
audience
register?
at home, what's worse?
Oh, but that's dramatic.
Yeah.
Audience at home, let us know.
Treat our guests better.
So, first off, obviously we're going to have to pour one out. As always, let's give it a whiff first. Oh, it actually just smells like flowers.
Oh, brilliant.
Oh, it's quite pleasant.
I mean, I don't want to drink it,
I think
but...
it's mainly with your hand.
Well, they say pleasant hands. Alright, so pouring one out for Sam Shepard, who is an actor / playwright. The Pulitzer Prize winning playwright passed away this week at the age of 73. Another thing to add to your playlist of things to go check out. You can actually see, it's interesting, a really interesting video. Sam Shepard co-starred in the film Mud, which stars Matthew McConaughey. And during a red carpet interview for The Dark Tower, someone asked Matthew McConaughey, have you got anything to say about Sam Shepard's passing? And he's like, what? Sam Shepard passed?
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, that's him finding out about it.
Yeah.
It really sucks.
It's quite, he's got his philosophical thing he always says, but it's that, like, it's really interesting seeing a celebrity, especially one that's always so laid back, react to, like, the death of a friend and then have to give their statement on it, like, in the space of a few seconds.
Must be horrible.
But check that out, Sam Shepard. This one's for you, buddy. Ooh, urine-y. Okay. So I'll pour this out. This is not at all what I expected. I was expecting a really, really faint colour because, like, obviously...
It is quite pissy.
Flowers are...
Yeah, or just like a really over-the-top pink.
Yeah, like
they're trying to correct that, but no.
I don't even know if this is translating. Like, I'm gonna... Oh no, I hit my keys. It is actually like what it looks like.
It's like if mustard had its own urine.
Description.
Alright, let's see if it tastes any better than that. And actually, like, this... I'm hoping that this is just refreshing to Sam.
Cheers.
Alright, here we go. Ugh. I'm always just disappointed by the drink.
Yeah.
It's kind of just tastes like green tea.
Yeah.
I wish it wasn't as sweet. It's very. It's again. It's got that corn syrupy flavour. I was expecting a really light, refreshing green tea sort of drink, but it's very sweetened.
It's like they had a green tea and then marketing were like, no one's going to drink it. Let's just pump it full of sugar.
So our second story for the evening. Here it goes.
I'm ready.
The long-running TV series The Simpsons could finally be getting another movie after 10 years. Yes, the Simpsons movie celebrated its 10-year anniversary last week. Actually, the last episode of Soda Popture was its 10-year anniversary.
Oh.
And the creators had some interesting comments over the last week. Director David Silverman said that they are in the earliest stages of developing a Simpsons movie too. When asked about the project, he still said it was still a ways away and don't expect anything too soon, mainly because it's so hard to work on the show and the movie at the same time, but did concede that they had talked about several ideas over the last 10 years and have been throwing ideas around. So, what do we think?
I'm for it.
Yeah?
I think, yeah. Because the last one, it had going for it was like the show, they were kind of phoning it in, but the movie, they're like, we've got to put in as much effort as we can.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it since it came out, though, so I don't know if it actually is as good.
Watched it probably like 9 years, but...
I really liked the first one when it came out. I used to watch it all the time.
Oh, right.
And, it's quite surprising to see that it works in that format.
Yeah.
You know, because it's like, if you get it in short chunks, then it's really easy to pay attention to. But they pulled it off in terms of...
Yeah, it was interesting. So there was a bit of a history with the Simpsons movie. So the episode Camp Krusty, which is the season 4 premiere, was originally like their first idea to do a movie, and then got edited down to one episode. When I say there's an interesting history, that was kind of the only thing I had to say. But and then they just made a movie, and obviously that's sort of environmental message. But they're also doing their first hour-long episode this year, I believe, or they have just done it.
Oh, okay. That's pretty cool.
So, The Simpsons is in season 28 now.
Oh, Jesus.
Which is insane when you think about the golden age of The Simpsons goes from 3 to 8 officially. Start of 3 to end of 8.
Yeah.
It's like considered the golden era. So that's 5 years. It's been going for 5 times that length and then some. Which is insanity.
I haven't been watching the later episodes, so I don't even know if it's still...
Like, if you were to graph The Simpsons, like, and so we should establish, Jess, where would you put yourself on, like, Simpsons fandom? Like, how would you describe your relationship with The Simpsons?
I'm probably like a 3. So I used to watch it on TV when I was a kid. You know how it used to air at like 7:30 or something?
Yeah. Simpsons o'clock, it was called in my house.
Yeah, we just, when it was on, I don't think my parents liked it that much. So if they were watching TV, they'd make me change over.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Gareth?
What was the 3 out of?
10.
Okay. Like, probably a 7.
Oh.
Like, the thing is, I know all the jokes and, like, the bits, but, like, I can't piece them together to what episodes there were or, like, what the context and stuff was.
Well, I think it'd be a nice scale. I would call myself, like, a 10.
Yeah.
The Simpsons was like a third parent to me. So, yeah, I mean, like, it's been there for, like, my entire life.
Yeah.
It's you know, it's been a part of my growing up. But as I was saying, if you were to graph The Simpsons sort of quality, it's like season 1 and 2 are like a solid foundation. Season 3 to 8 are like, and I'll like defend this till black in the bull in the face, but I won't have to with you guys. Is that like it's like Shakespeareanly good? in the quality
It's
of writing.
the best, like.
It's
TV show.
it is.
Like we've been rewatching it recently, like going through it because Richard was like, "Oh, you haven't seen every episode of Simpsons? Oh my god!" And I actually, now we go through them, I have seen actually heaps of them.
Yeah, yeah.
And it just all comes flooding back. But I enjoy it way more now than I did when I was a kid.
Yeah,
that's the thing. Like, I'll think of stuff just throughout my day that like. I've seen it for 24 years and I'm just now realizing that it's a joke or why it's funny or like another layer to it. And like the thing that I always point out is that like so often in The Simpsons, and I'll get back to the sort of graphing thing, but like that, especially in that season 3 to 8, is that there's so many things that you're like, that's a funny joke. That's already a funny joke. Any other show would stop there. And then there's just like they think of a slightly funnier way to word it, or they add another line, and it's like so fun, or just like the delivery, anything like that, and it's like they squeeze a joke out of like every single syllable.
Yeah.
And then so season 9, there started with the episode The City in New York versus Homer Simpson. Second episode was Principal and the Pauper, which is considered to be the start of the downfall of Simpsons.
Kind of,
That's the one with where Principal Skinner, it's revealed that he's an imposter and he's stolen another man's identity, and that was we watched it the other night. It's not that bad an episode.
There's a lot of
it's
good
got
jokes
some
in
really
there.
good jokes in it.
It was just the ending.
But then like it acknowledges, it's that thing of like you've got a dumb idea for an episode, and then just because you're pointing out that it's dumb, it doesn't make it smart. And so Yeah, it's kind of annoying, but it's like it's still got good episodes, but that's them turning to not great ideas.
Yeah.
And then between season 9 and 12, there's still some, I'd say about 12, there's still some gold in there. In fact, one of the best episodes of the series is Behind the Laughter, which is season 11.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's so good.
And then after that, it got really bad for a while.
Is that like the guest star era when it's like
Yes,
Kid
yeah.
Rock's on it and stuff?
Yeah, so guest stars would start always playing themselves,
Yeah.
and the episode would be fully devoted to how great they are.
Yeah.
The worst example of this is Lady Gaga, but that was like
yeah.
season 22 or 3. Something like that. But like no longer will we getting characters like Dustin Hoffman playing the teacher and like Michael Jackson playing this fat bricklayer called Leon Kopowski.
Yeah.
And like and yeah, like it just became
Self-serving?
yeah, it was almost like it was part of like the press tour. You've got a new movie coming out. You do this. You do The Simpsons. You know, and then so it got really really dire, and it became this weird thing where Family Guy obviously started as like a thing trying to copy The Simpsons, but then The Simpsons turned to Family Guy jokes.
Yeah.
There was one I remember watching. It was probably one of the last like episodes I sat down and watched brand new. Bart was driving. I can't remember what they're called, but like. You drive through like a baler, I guess. So you're driving through like fields of wheat and hay bales come out the back. And so he did that, drove over wheat, hay bales came out the back. He drove over like water and these cubes of water came out. And he drove over manure and Pirates of the Caribbean 3 came out the back. Oh. Which is like, that'd be a great joke on Family Guy.
Yeah.
I can't stand Pirates of the Caribbean 3, but I was like, you've dated that joke so badly. And there's one episode where I'm rambling. Because I care, so it's very dear to my heart. There's one episode where Homer gets a bunch of plastic surgery, and I remember there's a joke in it that they ran out of like muscle to put in, and they were putting rolled up socks in to like make his abs or his biceps or something like that. And it's just disgusting, and it's like I was like, this is the lowest point it's ever gotten. So that's getting towards the late teens, I'd say, or like early 20s of seasons. It's actually good again, I would say.
Yeah, I saw like there was the season where they had the Futurama crossover, and
Yeah.
like we watched a couple of those episodes, and they like were legitimately like
Yeah,
enjoyable.
it's like I don't know how well it would do if it like came out now, like especially like you know if you put up against things like Rick and Morty and like Bob's Burgers or whatever, but it's still got this like heart to it that the other shows kind of don't have, and it is still actually really funny. They don't do that like every sentence is a joke and it's funny in a way that you couldn't have thought of kind of thing, but there's actually been some really good heartfelt episodes, and I mean like how they're still churning them out I've got no idea.
Do you think it's a mistake that they're changing their format to keep up with what's being produced now, or do you think they should stick to the original? Because you know how they've changed, obviously you've got eras of The Simpsons, and then they've got stuff coming out to try and match like Family Guy. And now we're probably moving into like more of a Rick and Morty era.
Yeah. Well, there was a Rick and Morty couch gag.
Yeah, I saw that.
Which is great. That's good. That's good. Like it was actually written and created by Justin Roiland, who does Rick and Morty. But yeah, is it time for The Simpsons to end? This has completely just changed the question. Is it time for The Simpsons to end? Do you guys think? And how should it? In what form should it end?
Yeah, it has to end
because
well,
should it just end with the second movie?
That would be good if they can do that right.
I feel like I'm not enough of a fan to have an opinion on this. Like, because I don't
have one anyway.
I don't know.
Treat
like,
yourself to an opinion.
Yeah.
I don't.
Well, just have an opinion. Go for it.
I haven't watched it in so long. I don't even know where any of.
Okay, well then that's interesting. Okay, as someone who doesn't actively follow or really like, I'm gonna say you don't care about The Simpsons. What do you think of its current state and where it should go? Like, I mean, obviously it doesn't affect you in your day-to-day life, but the fact that it's still going, it's been there your entire life.
Yeah,
it's at 28 seasons in. How would you feel if it ended and...
Well, like, that's the thing. I wouldn't notice if it ended. Because the episodes that I go and watch, I don't watch them on TV. The new ones that are coming out, I go and watch the golden era.
Yeah. I mean, I once described it as... It's like you've got this grandparent who's... Like, you lived with them when you were a kid.
Yeah.
And you loved them so much. You were best friends as you grow up. But then as you get older, it stops becoming like cool to hang out with your grandparents. And then maybe they become a little sick, and they're getting like Alzheimer's or something like that, and it's like, and that's what the Simpsons kind of became. It's like
really dark.
It's like this grandparent that it's like you still know that they're around, but you're not going to make the effort to go see them anymore because it just makes you sad because it's like we had so many good times together. I don't want to create these new memories of this like sadness. But then now that you kind of know that it's on its way out, you're feeling a bit bad about this grandparent, and when you go back to see it, you do still see this like spark in their eye, and it warms your heart.
Yeah.
And you think maybe it is time for you to just move on.
I think Gareth is right in that it would be good if it ended with the second movie.
It could end and like I don't want to steer away from your metaphors.
No, it's okay. Came up with it years ago.
What if it like ended and it was the second movie, and the second movie if it's like really good, but then like also because Matt Groening's got that new show coming out, like that could be, and also there's this now.
Yeah. I mean, I think it makes sense to end on a second movie. I reckon do 30 seasons just because it's a nice round number. I think their contracts are currently till the end of since I mean Harry Shearer left, he ended up coming back, but it's like they are getting. You know, the actors are getting tired,
Yeah,
and
the voice actors are getting quite old.
Getting quite old, yeah. Especially Julie Kavanaugh voices Marge is like in, I don't want to say 80s, but she's definitely in the late 70s, I think. Because she was quite old. I mean, Hank Azaria was like 20 when he started, kind of thing, so he's got ages to go. But Julie Kavanaugh was like middle aged when they started.
Yeah.
So, I would hate for the show to end because one of them died.
Yeah.
And they just had to stop.
Yeah.
Like the Italian voice actor for Homer died a few years back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, Simpsons Movie 2, I'm for it. I don't know, like the fact they're calling it the Simpsons Movie 2, like to you, does that feel like they would need to then do a sequel to the first movie?
Yeah,
or
that's
is
the
it
thing. It can't be just like another Simpsons movie. It has to be like, oh, their dome is back or something like that.
Just whatever Stephen King's new novel is.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, what would you want the second movie to be?
I would want the second. I want them to do 30 seasons.
Yeah.
Just and that way there's a little bit of pressure off the season finale because at the moment it's like how the hell do you end the Simpsons? Like what do you make the last episode? There was a episode a few seasons back called Holidays of Future Past, which was like one of their future episodes, and that was written as like a series finale because they hadn't been renewed at the time, and it's got like the whole second act is Bart and Lisa talking in the future about their life, and it's beautiful.
Yeah.
And that a lot of people said like this would be one of the best episodes they've done in a while, and that would have been a good series finale. But finish the season, like the series on just like a pretty good episode, and then give us a movie where we get to say goodbye to every character.
Yeah.
Like chuck in all your favorite moments. Like even if it's just a checklist of nostalgia, like I would be happy with that. I mean, obviously not like a clip show, but like show us where everyone is, and just give us one final story to tie everything together. I'm obviously so much more passionate about this than you.
No, I'm just thinking like, I don't know how I'd want it to end. Do you reckon Marge would finally leave Homer? Because like, I feel like it's all about how terrible he is.
Well,
and she forgives him every time.
Yeah, that's Conan O'Brien, because he used to write for The Simpsons. He said like his dream ending for The Simpsons is like no humor at all. It's just Marge looking at Homer, realizing what a like fat dumb idiot he is, and how many times he's put the whole family's life in danger, and just being like, I don't love you, and leaving him. That's the series finale. But yeah, like it's quite interesting if you like the creators kind of all had their different ideas.
Yeah.
Some of them are stupid. Like Matt Groening originally wanted the series to end with Marge revealing that she had bunny ears under her hair. One of them wanted.
It's like the last shot. Oh, by the way.
Yeah. By the way, I've been a rabbit this entire time. But yeah, one of them talked about a few years ago. It came out that he wanted the series to end with them getting in the car and going to Lisa's Christmas recital from the first episode.
Oh yeah.
So the whole series is just an infinite loop.
Oh yeah.
Which, well, I mean, like Futurama did it.
But I'm for that.
Did they?
Yeah, the end of Futurama, it's like a loop.
Oh yeah.
Kind of. Yeah. Well, it is.
Because you could have to end it by saying, like, this was Homer's arc the whole time. He had to lead to that.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think that's sort of part of what will make doing a movie good, is that you get to... Yeah, like, you get to... You'd have, obviously, Homer's arc, but then you get to pepper it with so much more.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Simpsons Movie 2, we're all for it, I guess?
Yeah, let's let it exist.
Yeah, alright. Let's
It'd be
leave
cool
that.
if they go like make it a really. It's not the final, and they make it just a really weird comedy movie because like comedy movies can't get weird enough. But if you've got like the big tentpole ones doing it, let something interesting happen. Like it's all like in reverse or something crazy.
Yeah, I want it to end with a bang. I don't want it to be. I'd rather it be like an event. Is like this is the last new Simpsons we're ever going to get, rather than just like, oh yeah, the Simpsons had its final last week. Oh wow, is that still going? Like, I want it to be like huge.
Yeah, gather around with the family watching the last episode.
Even if it was
it
just
would be
like
a
an
huge
episode
event in your life.
It would be. Yeah, it would be. It's their grandparent dying.
Yeah.
And this is like its funeral. This is the last tribute to it. Yeah, it is, because the first movie was huge.
Yeah,
it was like, and it was an event.
Yeah.
But yeah, I hope that it's still like on the news when The Simpsons airs its final episode.
Yeah,
because like it's such a cultural icon, and it will have been for like 30 years when it ends.
Yeah, that's quite massive.
All right, well, that went on longer than anticipated. Sorry, everyone, that I got so emotional there.
Richard showing emotions. What?
It's
the only thing he gets emotional for.
Did we get any comments throughout that whole section?
No.
None at all.
Oh no.
I refuse to believe that.
No, so the last one was someone said, oh my god, there was. I don't know how to work Facebook. I'm so sorry. I actually don't ever use Facebook.
Alright.
Yeah, sorry.
Alright,
There were heaps.
I'm just like, there was no way no one chimed in.
Someone was outraged that I was only a 3 out of 10. Sorry, guys. Sorry, James. It said, what do you guys feel the Simpsons movie sequel more chance of being like a disappointment, like rather than Andrew? I'm sorry, I can't call you right now.
Chance of being disappointed. That's a good question. I reckon that they'd want to do it right, and that's why they haven't done it yet. So I would hope it would be good to get as many original members back and stuff like that.
Because the original sort of had the like reverse disappointment thing. That it's like, oh, it's gonna be okay. The show's not good, and you watch it, and it's like, oh no, awesome.
Yeah. It was just a good episode of the show.
Yeah,
like and 3 good episodes of the show put together.
Yeah.
James says that like if it ended with a second movie, maybe it could be a bit like Firefly-esque. I don't know. I don't watch Firefly.
Oh, yeah, Firefly ended with a movie.
Oh yeah.
Some of the main characters died.
I saw the movie, but I hadn't seen the show, and I had no idea what was going on.
I know Wash dies. Spoilers for Firefly.
I know. Were you just sitting there for so long, not saying anything, being like, "What the? What is Jess doing?"
Jay's not here.
I'm sorry, I've disappointed you.
So that was it.
Disappointed everyone. Yeah, that was it. Will they start popping up again now?
I should do.
Okay.
All right, do you want to grab us our next Sody Pop?
Oh, you put it all the way over there.
Actually, no, I said I would grab it. I'm a man of my word. There we go.
Oh my gosh.
So this one is Estelle Buratino. Yep, that's the side I can read. So it has pretty much no information on it, apart from it has a picture of Pinocchio holding a key. What are the ingredients here? Nothing I can read. These ones I can. Water, sugar, carbonic acid, citric acid, flavour, colour, caramel colour, aspartic acid. That's it.
Cool. So 1.5 litres. Obviously, we're not going to drink the whole lot. We don't even know at all what this one's going to taste like. See, in Russia, I don't know if this is all Russian drinks, but they don't fill these as much.
Oh yeah.
I feel like it'd normally be up to like here.
Yeah.
Or is that just me?
No, you're right, because Coke only has like a...
Yeah.
Well, you're right.
Vladimir Putin's going to have a very strongly worded letter from me tomorrow morning.
That's his biggest offence.
This is the worst thing Vladimir Putin's done. Okay. Oh.
Oh no.
Oh God, no.
No, it was the reaction was more that like I got an initial whiff and I was like, oh, it's just apple juice. But then now it just smells like everything else.
Okay.
Just give it a whiff. I thought you were gonna start pouring it or something.
No.
You're like a man.
That's your job.
All right.
Yeah.
So, and lastly for the episode, we're going to be pouring one out for Mark Richardson, who was destroyed on live TV this week when he asked new Labour leader Jacinda Ardern about her plans to have children, and said that employers have a right to know these things before Jacinda fired back, pointing her finger and stating that the question is not acceptable to ask a woman in 2017. She did also say that it's fine to ask her that because she's made these things public and she's made it acceptable to ask her those things. But Mark, you cannot ask a woman that. It is unacceptable in
Why are
2017.
you pointing at me?
Because
Stop asking women that.
I'm sorry, guys.
all right, this one's for you, Mark. We're sorry to see you get destroyed on live television. Actually, I quite enjoyed it.
It's pretty great.
All right, so what are we thinking this is going to taste like then, guys? How would you describe the aroma at home?
Cider.
Like it smelled like apple juice, but then
Yeah.
it's that stupid corn syrupy after smell. I believe that's mine. Going for the one that's slightly less filled.
Strategic.
All right, to Mark.
What's it smell? Oh God, it's so familiar.
Yeah.
I think I just smell that I'm just smelling a mix of chrysanthemum and bacon.
A bit of like energy drink as well.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
It's Lift Plus. It smells like Lift Plus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be
That's
stupid
it.
energy drink, isn't it?
Oh, I didn't cheers.
Oh, to Mark.
So smart.
Yeah, it just tastes like an off-brand, kind of watered-down energy drink.
Yeah.
Lolly water.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just that real like.
I kind of like it. This one's the easiest to drink so far.
I'm getting real over soda. Like, yeah, I need to just have like a Coke or something because I haven't had it in like a few days
you know
in a wee while, and it's like, do they all just taste like this? I think there are different like regulations in different countries out there about sugars and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I think because probably the reason these all taste the same is because it's this like this
We're getting them from the same.
fructose syrup or whatever it is, whereas we use actual sugar because there's like in the States, I'm pretty sure there's like they have like a huge thing about like the Coke they have like for Passover or something like that. Like I'm kind of pulling this out of my ass, but like there's like for Passover or something like that they release like a special Coke that's like I can't remember what they call it, but it's like with real sugar.
Yeah.
As opposed to their normal one. Apparently it's like amazing, but that's just what we get in New Zealand.
Ah.
So because of the regulations, we don't get the like high fructose corn syrup or anything like that.
It's pretty good.
Feel free to check that.
So is like Mexican cola any different?
Mexican cola is cane sugar.
Oh,
So
okay.
I think if like again I could be wrong. If the sweetening that Mexico uses is like raw cane sugar, sweetening we use is like just what you'd call sugar, and then in the States it's high fructose corn syrup.
Okay.
Feel free to quote me on that. I stand by that. So last week, HBO announced they were going to crack down on pirates, like online pirates.
Yeah.
Not
heading to the seas.
No.
That would have been bad news for you, I guess.
My treasure.
My booty. HBO. Yeah. So last week they said they were going to crack down on pirates. And joke's on them because HBO suffered a massive hack this week with lots of Game of Thrones spoilers being leaked. While you can't go out and watch full episodes already, I know you two little eager beavers will be racing to do that. But the script segments have been passed around the internet with some pretty key scenes supposedly being spoiled. HBO stated today that they're partnering up with the FBI and cybersecurity firm Mandiant to find the culprit, as well as some full episodes of other shows and scripts leaking. It is believed that some emails have also been leaked. The stolen data is estimated around 1.5 terabytes, which is 7 times that of the infamous Sony leak of late 2014.
Jeez,
So I didn't realize
data.
how big this was. Even when someone said 1.4 terabytes, I was like, oh, you get like a few episodes of Game of Thrones of high quality, it'll be about that. But no, this is huge. So
Yeah.
because Sony like brought out the company, well, not really, but there's just an interesting thing I found that a message supposedly, an anonymous email supposedly from the hacker. Says, "Hi to all mankind. The greatest leak of cyberspace era is happening. What's its name? Oh, I forgot to tell. It's HBO and Game of Thrones. ... 5 exclamation points.
Oh.
You are lucky to be the first pioneers to witness and download the leak. Enjoy it and spread the words. Whoever spreads well, we will have an interview with him. HBO is falling."
Just sounds like every neckbeard.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
how hackers would speak. Like,
Do you know
Yeah.
how much the data is worth to HBO? Have they released like a dollar value?
No, I don't know actually.
Okay.
I don't think they have. But
Nick, can you Google it for us and let us know?
yeah, it's a big amount. I don't, like
Accurate.
Yeah, well, because I don't know because full episodes haven't leaked, so it's not like it's not like people are cancelling their HBO subscription because of this leak, I guess. So I can't imagine. It'd be hard to place a monetary value on it, but I mean, I'm sure they have estimates, and it is obviously devastating.
Yeah.
Do you watch Game of Thrones?
I've seen 2 episodes. The first one and the Red Wedding.
Nice, that's one more than I've seen.
Okay,
Jess, you watch Game of Thrones.
Yes, I do.
I feel someone.
So, do you care about the leak?
It's bad that it was like emails and stuff, like because it could have had people's like personal information. But then, other than that,
If you watch Game of Thrones, you deserve to get spoiled. That's your punishment for watching. No, I don't care.
you can still avoid them. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
like,
I'm just not going to go looking for it.
yeah.
yeah, I mean, like they're cracking down on it pretty hard. Like,
Yeah.
I haven't seen anything. I haven't been looking, but I haven't even heard reports of people being spoiled by it. I've just heard that they're out there.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're getting close to the end anyway. We're really close. There's something only like 6 episodes left.
Oh, wow.
So
But I guess it's
no, that's incorrect.
no. There's another season after this one.
Is there?
Yeah. Which is going to be even shorter, I believe. Only 6
Oh my god,
episodes.
I have. Oh, I thought that was this current season.
No, so they made the last 2 seasons shorter. This one is 8, and the next one's 6,
Okay.
All right.
I think. But then they've talked about the next season's episodes being like an hour and a half potentially, or having at least a couple of hour and a half episodes. So yeah, it's obviously it's.
Hi, Tyler.
Hey Tyler.
Tyler.
Yeah, obviously it's never good when something like this happens.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. That's pretty
but-
typical.
Yeah, I couldn't find data on the exact other shows that have been leaked, but there are
I think
like quite
the
a
one
few.
with the rock in it got leaked.
Oh, Bulls?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And some show with Bill Hader in it that wasn't even supposed to air until next year. 2
Oh, wow.
episodes got leaked, I think.
Check them out. Go
Yeah.
find them online.
I'd love it if like it's just Game of Thrones fan fiction. That's the spoilers and scripts that
Yeah,
get leaked.
like that would be funny.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say the other interesting thing about this leak is that like any other time, I think before last season, it's like if things got spoiled, it's like, well, they've been out for years because there's books, but now they're ahead of the books,
Yeah.
and so these are all new.
But apparently the books are going to be different.
Yeah, but still, even more so. Like you're getting spoiled for something that's you're only going to experience once when you watch on TV.
Yeah.
Now we are running out of time.
Yeah.
Were you going to say something? Sorry.
I was just going to say I'm one of those people that doesn't mind spoilers that much.
Okay.
Oh, really? So you don't mind that Scarf kills Mufasa?
Well, I knew that, obviously.
Snape kills Dumbledore. It
Actually,
was Earth all along.
actually, when my family bought the 6th book of Harry Potter, I read the first page and then skipped it and then flicked to the end, saw that, flicked back and read another page and then just cried. And never told anyone. I was so ashamed.
I hate stuff like that because you're like,
I knew I did a bad thing.
Yeah, I hate when you accidentally just see that part of a Wikipedia page on something. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
I did that with Twin Peaks. Someone yes, I'm not going to spoil what happened, but someone a girl called Laura Palmer did an AMA on Reddit about just like she was like a vacuum technician or something like that, and someone was like, "Oh, do you watch Twin Peaks?" She's like, "No, but I heard da 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 da," and like just the spoiler for the show.
Oh no!
And then I read it and I was like, because I've been planning to get around to Twin Peaks. This was years ago at some point, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna try and not think about that, and then just come back to. And I never forgot it, so I've never watched Twin Peaks. But actually, it must be quite a lot.
Spoiler?
I don't want to say. I don't know because it's actually especially because Twin Peaks is back in the.
Yeah. Although I think that gets resolved.
It gets resolved in season 2, but it's still like the appeal of a murder mystery. But there's so many times where I'll read a spoiler for a show or like a movie that I want to watch, and it'll be like, Ricky kills Mindy, and I'm like, okay, if I don't think about that, I won't remember those character names by the time I watch it.
Yeah,
it's worked for me before. But
that's good.
Any last comments on Game of Thrones leak?
Nope.
No.
We're pro and anti. All right.
You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna strongly pro. Come after me in the comments. Leak it all.
I think they should have leaked more. If anything. All right, it's time to play a game. Let's play fake news.
Ed agrees that giving spoilers is a crime.
It's a crime?
Yeah.
Well, here's an interesting thing, just to quickly go over. What do you guys think the statute of limitations is for spoilers?
Oh, that's interesting. Because Twin Peaks, I'd say, if there is a time frame, like that was the 90s.
Yeah.
Although new Twin Peaks, I guess, is different, but
yeah. A thing I saw that I quite liked was like a TV show. If it's like a TV show you're into, you have 2 days to watch it before it's your fault if you got spoiled. If it's a movie, you have 2 weeks to watch it. If it's a book, you have 2 months to read it.
Okay. But then you get like, I remember Gone Girl, I read the book the week the movie came out and was heavily avoiding spoilers, but that would have been in the movie's zone, but not in the book's zone. But since it's the same plot, like
well, I mean, I guess it would renew it. But it's like, okay, Gone Girl. I mean, once the movie's announced, it's like you're not allowed to spoil it. A classic example of this is Murder on the Orient Express came out 50-something years ago. It's public domain for spoilers, but they announced a new one, and then just spoiled the ending for me.
Who doesn't know what happens at the end of Murder?
I've spoiled that to people and I've never seen it.
It's everyone knows it.
Okay, well, let's not talk about it because
there
is a new one coming out, and people don't know.
Limitations.
The train dies. Okay, game's called Fake News, named after our wonderful president. So, way it works, I'm going to give you a fact.
Okay.
You have to tell me if it's real news or fake news. Then I'm going to do the same for you. You have 3 each.
Okay.
Whoever wins doesn't have to drink that.
Okay.
All right, who wants to go first? Paper, scissors, rock, and then choose who goes first.
Paper, scissors, rock. Damn it.
Okay, I'll go first.
You want to go first?
Always wins paper, scissors, rock.
Oh, no.
This week it was announced that Dwayne Johnson is going to be making an appearance in Suicide Squad 2 as Black Adam.
I'm going to say that's true. He'll find the free time.
That is fake news. The real news that is based on is that the Suicide Squad 2 director has left the film to direct Disney's The Jungle Cruise with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Jungle Cruise?
Because he's Jungle Jumanji as well, right?
Yeah. So this is his 4th jungle-themed family movie.
Oh my god.
If you include Welcome to the Jungle, which was called The Rundown in the States. And the 3rd film he's done with jungle in the title. So he's got Welcome to the Jungle, Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle, and Jungle Cruise, and also Journey to the Mysterious Jungle.
Do you reckon he's got like a jungle fetish?
Yeah.
He's got jungle fever.
Nice.
So yeah, that's coming. It's similar to like Pirates of the Caribbean. Jungle Cruise is like a ride where you go around. So it's
what was the other ride movie? Oh, Haunted Mansion.
Haunted Mansion, yeah. I went on the Haunted Mansion and I pulled my hoodie over my eyes and cried the whole time. And I refused to watch it. I just refused to pay attention, and my parents dragged me onto it, and I was like in tears. And then they got out of like, and near the end they were like, "I'll just take the hoodie off." And I remember you're in these like egg things, and there were like these skeletons hugging them, and I was like, "No."
Yeah.
I reckon I could do it now though.
Nice.
All right. Jess, Donald Trump tried to sue the producers of Sharknado for not casting him as the president.
Sharknado?
Yeah.
What one?
Sharknado 3.
The number's right. I'm going to go fake news.
That's true.
Oh, God.
He was offered the part and accepted, but then the production moved along and they said to his people, like, is the Donald still keen for this? And they're like, well, he's actually thinking about really running for president, so we might not do it. And then they were like, okay, sweet, and they cast someone else. And then they were like, hey, no. And then tried to sue.
No.
Oh.
I guess, like, he should do it because anything that's keeping him from doing real presidency is great.
Yeah,
like,
so
every time
this
it's like,
was-
oh, he's playing golf again, it's like, good.
This was 2015 that this happened.
okay.
So, but it's like the story's just come out this week.
Yeah.
So that's nil all. The line from the end of the Thor Ragnarok trailer, "He's a friend from work,"
Yeah.
was written by a Make-A-Wish kid.
Okay, I'm gonna say that's fake, but then it's really mean because I'm like, it's a good line. How could a kid have done that?
You say it's fake news?
Yeah.
That's true. There was a kid there on set in a Make-A-Wish thing, and Chris Hemsworth said this week. He was like, they met, and then this kid was like, he should say he's a friend from work, and they're like, this is brilliant, and they put it in the film.
And that's like the best line in the trailer.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that was the whole story. Is that
I want to know what the original
Thor's
line
best line.
was. Like,
Yeah, it was like,
punched up.
oh, Hulk, it's me, the Thor. All right. A Nightmare Before Christmas sequel was announced this week as a 2D animated cartoon.
I know that it was announced, but I don't know if it was announced as a 2D animated film. Because my sister tagged me in it on Facebook.
Ooh.
Thanks, Sims. I'm going to say true. Give it the benefit of the doubt.
Fake, it's a comic.
God damn it, no!
Alrighty. Real or fake news.
Okay.
This week, John Cena joined the cast of Transformers Universe Bumblebee. The upcoming Bumblebee spin-off of the Transformers universe.
Is Michael Bay still involved in that one?
No, it's been directed by Travis Knight, who directed Kubo and the Two Strings.
Okay.
That's cool.
I'm gonna say that's true because I think he'll play a Transformer.
It is true. It's not said as to whether or not he'll be playing a Transformer yet, or what. But
Oh god, the
John Cena's in it. Starring Haley Steinfeld, set in the 1980s.
Okay.
Story about a girl in her car.
Ah.
All right, last one. Justin Roiland of Rick and Morty finally got his gallon, I don't know the measurement, of Szechuan sauce from McDonald's, and they're holding a competition to see what's going to happen with the other 3 bottles.
We talked about this, but I don't know if the number of the bottles is correct. Can you read it again?
Justin Roiland of Rick and Morty finally got his Szechuan sauce from McDonald's, and they're holding a competition to see who will get the other 3 bottles.
True.
It's fake. There's no announcement as of yet what's going to happen with the other 3 bottles.
But he got the sauce. And
He got the
sauce
sauce.
is a real thing.
He got like a jug of sauce, and McDonald's said 3, and they left. That was such a stickler, but they gave Justin Roiland a note being like, we pulled this from Dimension C 1998, M 1998.
Yeah.
And it's like, we can only keep it open for a little bit and pull this much sauce through, and so we get your hands on some, and someone else will be at some point. So
That is such a stitch up, because we went for curry the other day and you told me about that, and so you made me believe that that was true, and then now you're telling me it's fake.
What if
It
we're
was
planting
true.
lies in our heads this
He's
whole time,
been
setting us
stitching
up?
me up this whole
I
time.
knew you weren't listening to me when I was telling that story. And here's your
When do I have to listen to you?
punishment.
Oh god.
All right, and
I'm so mad.
well, as you start that, Gareth, do you have anything you want to plug?
No, I don't do much.
How's it?
Awful. It's just the That's the first one. It's
just
all the first one.
No, really.
What was the first one?
Bacon.
Oh god, it's yeah.
All right. Well, do we have any comments to wrap up the show? That's you.
To recover.
It was actually so bad.
Only halfway through.
Nick agrees that Kubo was real good, but Transformers is shit.
Controversial opinion there, Nick.
That's it.
Sweet. Well, thank you all for joining us. This has been Soda Popture. Catch us again next week where we may or may not be drinking a maple bacon soda. But we might not be.
Yeah.
And Gareth won't be here, probably.
Bye,
Unless
Gareth.
he gets promoted to series regular.
Everyone comment that.
Thank you very much.
Someone did comment that you were real funny.
Ah. Hey.
Yeah.
Series regular.